Today's weigh-in is kind of a big deal. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel, Lose Weight Sarah, where I'm on a mission to lose 100 pounds my way. Before I even get started today, I want to say big thank you for all of the support and encouragement you guys have been giving me. We are so close to that 1,000 subscriber mark, and honestly, I can't believe it, but also I'm super excited. I really want to get that community tab up on my actual channel page. I think that'll just help me stay in touch with you guys so much more. Really looking forward to that. So please continue sharing, continue engaging in the comments, continue hitting that like button. In fact, if you haven't yet, go ahead and hit the like button on this video right now. And if you're new, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. That way you can follow along on my journey to lose 100 pounds. You guys know I appreciate it so much, and I'm here to cheer you on too. So don't forget to introduce yourself in the comments below. It's Friday, and that means it is weigh-in day. And you guys, today's weigh-in is kind of a big deal. But before we get into that, you know that we have just a few things that we've got to talk about first. So let's get right to it. So my nutrition and my food intake really continue to be like the two big focuses for me this month. It's been such a huge barrier to my weight loss success, and I was doing really well, but I wasn't really following any kind of specific plan. But now that I've been following the anabolic recipes for a few weeks, I'm finding that I'm just starting to really feel in control of my food, which is a really nice change of pace, especially because previously I really always felt like food controlled me. I was always thinking about it. So the way I'm eating now, even though, like I said, I don't follow any specific diet, but I do follow those anabolic recipes where I keep it higher protein, lower calorie, lower fat. I'm feeling full, and I lose a lot of that frustration of like, well, what do I eat? Because I'm learning all of these healthy ways to make things that I like or would eat normally. And I know I've been talking about it a lot, but it's because it's really been working for me, and I'm feeling really happy about that. This week I was also able to get in 4 workouts, and those workouts were really super basic, nothing fancy. I did 3 days of walking where I just walked the dog, and I also did Ring Fit Adventure and fitness boxing too. I even snuck in a little bit of Beat Saber this week, and I'm kind of obsessed with the BTS pack. If you guys don't know what that is, BTS is a ridiculously huge K-pop band. How could you have not heard of BTS? Anyway, those levels are really fun. When you start really getting into it, it's a workout. You break out in a sweat. Mentally, I'm feeling really good overall. I've noticed lately, at least the last 2.5, 3 weeks, my anxiety's been down a little bit. Now this week I was kind of dealing with some time of the month moodiness, but really not even as bad as I normally deal with that. It's been kind of more even and nothing beyond what I didn't already expect. The other nice thing, and this is kind of going back to what I said earlier about nutrition, is that I am not obsessing over food constantly. You know, it's not the only thing I think about all day in the last couple of weeks. And when I started catching that this week, that was really nice. It was really nice to realize. So to not kind of have to deal with that the last couple, I gotta say maybe like the last 10 days has been really refreshing. On to NSVs. My non-scale victory for this week is a pretty big one, and that is that my size 3 Torrid leggings no longer fit me. It's actually quite ridiculous. I wore them while I was out walking the other day, and they were just like falling off me. Areas around the thighs were just kind of like flapping in the wind. It wasn't a good look, and I kind of realized like, okay, it's time to retire these to the closet behind me, which is where clothes go to die. So So it's time for the weigh-in, and as promised, this one is a big deal. I'm super excited to share this with you. Last week, my weigh-in was 245.4, and this week's weigh-in is 244.4 pounds. That is a 1 pound loss from last week and brings my total weight loss to 30 pounds. Guys, I am so excited. I cannot believe it. I have been chasing this milestone since July 31st. That was the last time I hit one of my 10-pound milestones. So of course it feels really, really good to be able to fill in my little reward chart with the date today. And you guys know I get that reward, which is my haircut and color, which I am not ever putting on a weight loss rewards chart again because, I mean, this is atrocious. What is this even? It's so bad. Anyway, not putting that on the reward chart again. I don't want to torture myself like that ever again. I'm so excited to get a haircut. I'll try to do a little bit of filming of that next week, and then maybe we'll reveal that at some point during the week. But I really, really can't wait to get it done. I also got to fill in one of my hearts on my vision board, which just felt so good. It was so satisfying to color this in and just see that progress being made. I really, really have enjoyed having my vision board right where I can see it every single day. It has made a huge difference, and it's definitely a big motivator for me. So as is tradition here on my channel, when I hit a milestone, I like to do a little of what I call before and after magic, where we compare where I started to where I'm at now. And I also have one in between photos that I captured from a little ways back. So why don't we take a look and see what 30 pounds weight loss looks like for me. Okay, so I have my progress photos pulled up on my computer screen here, so let's take a look. Oh, wow. So true story, I used a new tripod to take my pictures this morning, and it was a little crooked, and I was really disappointed when I went back to look at these. I do try to do them first thing in the morning. So I was a little disappointed that they were crooked and I had to kind of turn them here like this. Hopefully for next time I'm able to fix that. But you can see here, I mean, obviously the biggest change is my stomach and my hips. They just continue to get smaller. Now, admittedly, I'm due to get my period like in a day or two. So I was feeling a little bit bloated this morning, which I was disappointed about, but I mean, not really anything I could do with that. So my stomach looks a little bit puffed up, but that's okay. It's not the end of the world. You can still see the difference in my hips. You can see how much this shirt is actually hanging off of me. And I think it's officially time to retire this too, because it's just, I mean, it's so baggy at this point, and it's also like tissue thin. So it's not doing me any favors, but really, really notice it in my hips and thighs areas from July to today. Let's take a look at the side view now. Oh man. Every time I see this side view picture of me from when I started, it actually makes me really sad because I never thought I was that big. I just never did. And so every time I see this, it's a little bit jarring for me. And I don't go back and look at them often, but when I do see it, it's just like, I just never thought I was that big, but the reality was that I really was. So looking back from July to now, you still see the big difference. Like right here in my butt has definitely come down a little bit, but my hip area, I mean, that's a really noticeable difference. I feel really, really good about that. You can also notice some like smoothing out. My posture looks a lot cleaner. And then, yeah, I am definitely a little puffy and bloated from PMS, but like I said, what can you do? Shout out if you notice that I have never changed this little calendar cube back here. I knew I wasn't going to, but it was $1, so whatever. Moving on to the rear view, which is by far the most shocking change of all the pictures. So in full transparency, this sports bra now is like way too big on me. It is basically like, there's like the elastic band that goes under my bust is like non-existent. It's just flapping there. It's just hanging on by the strings up top. But I mean, so my back rolls aren't gone, but they've come down a lot. They're certainly not where they were, where at this point in time when I first took these pictures, I mean, my sports bra was getting stuck in one of my fat rolls, and that's really kind of crazy. You can see how much that one has come down, especially from here to here. And then that bottom one as well is just slowly lifting. I also see a pretty good difference in my arms here and my shoulders. Like I mentioned in the side view pictures, you could really tell. And I just feel really proud of this. Like my back overall probably has seen the most improvement out of anything that we looked at today. So one thing I wanted to do, because these clothes that I'm wearing in this picture, I did have to change the leggings out because the original ones that I was wearing were those size 3s and they're too big. But the other thing that I decided to do was make completely new pictures in some clothes that I had that were maybe less flattering and not as baggy, so we can really see the progress moving forward. So let me show you those. So here are my new pics from this morning. I've got this pink shirt. This is actually a 3X in juniors clothes from Walmart, and it's a more fitted shirt anyway. But I like that it was fitted on the sides because I feel like you can really see my waistline there. And then of course a new side photo and a new back photo, which I raised my arms up to kind of see how my arms were doing. They look really big here. I feel like in person they don't look that big, but I mean, pictures don't really lie, do they? You can see the sports bra is considerably more fitted, and you can still see kind of that little bit of back roll that I've got going on there. I would like to get this top part under control, where it's a little bit, maybe I don't have skin hanging out over the top, so that's definitely a goal. But like I said, we'll be using these moving forward. I want to thank you all again so much for your support. Your encouragement and uplifting words and cheering me on has, I know I say it all the time and I'm sorry, but it has been life-changing for me. And I really just need your support. It has become something that just motivates me and keeps me going because, you know, weight loss is hard and there's no easy way of doing it. I don't care what anybody tells you. It's just never going to be something that's easy. There's no magic pill. There's no superfood that's going to make you burn all this fat. You can't chug vinegar and hope for the best. It just doesn't work that way. You've got to put in the work, you've got to make the change, and it's got to be something that you can do lifelong. Of course, having the addition of a support group or a network of people who just are cheering you on and uplifting you throughout that really difficult journey makes the world of difference. I know it has for me, and I just want to say thank you so very much for all of your support. And here's to the next 10 pounds. The next milestone will be 40 pounds lost. So fingers crossed it doesn't take too long to hit that. Again, if you're new here and you've watched this entire video, thank you so much for joining in. I hope that you will consider hitting that subscribe button, clicking the little bell, and making sure you get all the notifications for when I upload a video on either Wednesday or Saturday, or when I go live on my Caffeine and Calories live stream every Sunday morning at 10 a.m. Central Time. So until next time, I'll see you real soon.